What's good, y'all? I'm Jessamine Stanley.
And I'm Ashton.
In summer 2021, we sold our stuff and started living full-time in our Coleman Rubicon trailer.
We're traveling across the U.S. to get to know ourselves, each other, and the beautiful, complicated, messy country that bore us.
Hit that subscribe and like button to join us as we find out what it really means to find our way home. This is our new home. This is our Coleman Rubicon 1628 BH camper. We recently purchased it. It's a 2021. It's like brand new. It really doesn't need any changes, but we are gonna make a few cosmetic renovations before we hit the road on our journey.
And this is technically a before video, but we do have our stuff moved in because we're in. The only things we own outside of this camper fit in a pretty small storage unit. So this is us. But it is before because just you wait, it's gonna look really different after.
So come inside with us and let's get it going. You ready? Yeah. This is our bedroom. Our bed is currently the mattress that was on our old bed frame, and I got this mattress not that long ago. It's a queen size mattress. Like, thought that it would be cool to have a queen size mattress, but apparently RVs need a short queen mattress as opposed to a regular queen mattress. It sticks out significantly from the edge of the bed frame, so we're gonna have to eventually get a short queen for this bed frame. There's no storage right now for our clothing, and so our idea is to cut out this panel that is underneath the bed frame and put in drawers. I'm looking forward to that. So above the bed, we're gonna put some storage and really like build out a headboard here. And this shelving that's right above the window that is above the bed is one of our main storage areas. It's like how Ash's side, this is so our personalities. Ash's side is all like organized and like in neatly ordered baskets, and my side is like random shit. So we'll try to get some uniformity across the board here. And all of this is going to be completely different colors, at the very least like a very bright white up here in this shelving. And then we're going to add a shelf above the window on this side. Ash has this really cool idea of using a pipe to hold everything in, so that is where we're going to probably hang some books and other stuff up there. And then every window that you see will eventually have curtains.
So this is the kitchen. We were really excited to see the stainless steel farm sink. I think you want like a ceramic thing. Jessamine's more into that. I'm more into that too, but the lightweight nature of the stainless steel is really exciting. This faucet's really beautiful and I love that it goes with all the black hardware, but we want something that has a sprayer, and then we probably are gonna end up changing our hardware out for brass. But we're undecided about that, so the faucet's probably gonna go regardless. So over here, we're gonna change the countertops out eventually, hopefully to a butcher block. Currently we have this butcher block that we took from our last house, so we'll use that as a cutting board. Currently it's covering the 2-burner propane stove that we've got under there. It's a Suburban. I love propane. Jessamine's scared of propane, which I totally understand, but I love it for all of its dynamic uses. We've got this electric microwave under here. We're gonna switch both of those out, the stove and microwave, for eventually an oven with a range on top. That'll necessitate the counter to change. At that point is probably when we'll change the faucet too. But right now it's really cool. It's like livable, which I think a lot of people get an RV. It's not livable. They have to change it before they can even get in. So I feel blessed in that regard. Down here we've got a couple of drawers of storage. We've got our silverware, which all of our silverware fits. Also weed, which that fits in there too. We've got pots and pans in this drawer, and that was really a surprise that it all fit. Under here's fuses, so that'll have to stay. So whatever the stove oven combo that we get, we'll make sure that we allot for that space. Up here is the, I've never even turned on that light. It's this, what is this called?
The hood?
The hood, with a hood vent that goes to the outside, which is exciting because if we're cooking in here, you want to make sure like as much moisture and grease and stuff isn't like in your whole entire house all at once. So I'm grateful for that. We're gonna put curtain on the windows. We're gonna put curtains on all the windows. It's really a fishbowl at night. If the lights are on in here and it's dark out, you can really just see in. It's very probably entertaining, but not so private. Anyhow, this is where we're storing like our kitchen stuff, cooking stuff. We've got food storage up here. This is where all of our cleaning stuff is. It's wild that like there's no other room. So like all of our stuff's gonna be in the same space, which I guess it's not that crazy, but I had never thought of that it was like cooking, cleaning,
literally
storage, everything is in the same spot. So this is the fridge. It's got this little doohickey for travel so that the fridge door doesn't open, because that would be sad. So it's open. This is a freezer. It's like very deep and kind of huge for such a small space. And it was a giant selling feature for us that like we could have all the food that we need, and it's not like in a cooler. So this is amazing. I'm still in awe of it all the time. I'm thinking about it constantly and how great it is. We went to the grocery store for the first time last night. Everything we bought fit nicely with room to spare. So that's exciting by itself.
All right, so this is our dining room. Eventually we're gonna change out the table here and put in like a butcher block table. The actual dinette seats we're going to reupholster. I really want them to be like some kind of leatherette that is like a champagne color, something like that, something like sexy in 70s. Right now, this is where my feet up lives. My inversion trainer lives up underneath here. We are gonna see about doing a little bit of storage above this window, and we're gonna paint these cabinets, and then over here above the dinette that is part of the bunk bed, we'll maybe add in a screen right there so that we can do work here at this table and cast to a larger screen, or like stream movies and watch them from the bed. And underneath the seats, this is incredible. What is this?
That's how you make the bed out of a table.
Holy shit. Okay, yeah, this is amazing. So there is storage underneath here. Ash just added some Velcro to the bottoms of these cushions because
shove that in.
They just slip and slide everywhere. We think it is too complicated for the here and now to change out this flooring. So we have decided to just get some new rugs to put on the floor and get some things that will go with our new paint job.
So this is the bunk bed area, which probably won't be a bunk bed area forever, but for now, Jessamine had this really lovely daybed in her yoga room, and the stand for it was kind of broken, but the cushion for it was really amazing. It just so happens to fit exactly in here. So this morning, I just shoved it under to see what it would be like by itself without this RV installed twin mattress, and I liked it a lot, but it was like not quite filling the space, so we need to talk about that. But one of these two mattresses will be here for the time being, but eventually we'll probably get rid of this top bunk altogether, and this will be a dedicated wellness space. For now, our wellness stuff is up here: yoga mats, yoga blocks, yoga straps, bolster, and then under here we've got production equipment. Our books that will eventually go on shelves are currently right here. But we've got microphones, lights, audio equipment, so many cameras. Our podcasting setup is in a box under here, and then dirty clothes are in a basket under there. We have the composting toilet that we haven't installed yet. It's in a huge box under here, so when that is installed, we'll have a bunch more space under here. This is an LED light. I'm just gonna use this moment to say, I think that we should take these LED light fixtures off and recover them so they're not just bright, blaring white lights. But we'll talk about that too in another episode.
This is our bathroom. I'm sitting on a toilet that we are going to change out for a composting toilet. That is going to be our first big adventure in here. And we also want to add some storage to this opposite wall. The plan is to try to invite as little moisture into this space as possible. It's so tiny. So our plan is to install an outdoor shower that would involve cutting a hole in the back wall of the camper and running the water from the bathtub source. So that is not in the immediate future, but it's definitely a plan that we have long term. It's cool. It has a little pocket door here, slide across, and a little vent fan and a skylight actually above the tub. Yeah, that's the bathroom. So that's our camper, and we have given ourselves a few weeks to get things done, but that might need to flex depending on our work schedules and like what actually needs to happen. You know how life happens.
Yeah, and like we both still work full time. Sometimes full days mean we won't be able to hit this up in the evenings, but rather just come home and fall asleep, which we do a lot of times. But the weekends are going to be golden for us to really get some headway made on this.
We'll just see. The timeline is not that important. The budget is just we're trying to do it on the cheap, but we shall see. You know how shit happens. We've already spent $1,000 on the compostable toilet, so it's all in flux. But follow along with our journey, our tears, our foibles, our smiles, our joy. You can like and subscribe this video. I think it's time for us to go.
Yeah,
It's time for us to get started. Yeah, okay. See you next time. Oh, we're gonna be like an Olsen Twins video? You know, no.
Watch it though.